Alright, ladies and gentlemen, continuing on with my history of Street Fighter. Up next, after that original really weird iteration of Street Fighter 1, also known as Fighting Street, several years later, as you can see, there was a 4-year gap nearly, more 3.5 years. Capcom decided to release a new game called Street Fighter 2 on a whole new hardware system called the CP System JAMA, or CPS-1. It was actually the CPS system of arcade hardware that would fuel all of the future Street Fighter games in arcades all the way up till 1999, until finally they started switching over to new hardware around that later time. Street Fighter 1, as you're going to see, very, 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 very different from the original Street Fighter. A wide variety of characters, 8. That was the most amount of selectable characters in any arcade game ever at the time. No other arcade game would let you choose from 8 different characters at all. So just the wide variety and selection, the fact that the characters were very different. They weren't just like palette swaps, right? They were actually, different design characters. You had the American Air Force guy with Guile, the sumo wrestler in Honda. They're very, very different. 6 buttons, all of which did different strengths of attacks. Throws for the first time were implemented because they didn't exist in the original Street Fighter. Rapidly touch special moves for the first time ever implemented. In the original Street Fighter, it was motions. In this game, it was rapid touch. Charge moves for the first time. Holding back to one direction, then pushing another plus a button. First game ever to have charge moves in them. It's pretty much a plethora of firsts. The Dizzy system, first game it's ever been in. So, pretty damned awesome. Alright, in only 3 years, Capcom completely redesigned Street Fighter into something a whole different animal, a totally different experience when it came to a game, alright? Let's check it out. I can't wait to see the classic intro screen. I've seen this so many times growing up. I can't wait to see this. Here we go. Punch him! Dun 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 bum 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 ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum. World Warrior. That was the original name of Street Fighter 2 because it had an international flair. Again, every character being from a different nationality or country and having all these different locations throughout the world. Pretty damn sweet. But actually, just watching the demo play is pretty nice. While the demo plays, I'll actually update. Yusuke 14K actually did a 150-bit cheer. He says, here we go with the cheating AI in the next game and you raging. Yes, this game does cheat. And NDO103 resubscribed for the 17th month in a row. Thank you, NDO. Let's go ahead and get Yusuke on the leaderboard, and then we'll play. And I'm going to show you guys, this game really doesn't have combos, per se, like the future Street Fighter games did. There's also no reversal system. There's actually no true reversals in Street Fighter 2. They didn't exist until later Street Fighter game. Well, the original Street Fighter 2. Didn't exist until later games, so... So thank you, Yusuke, for your cheer. But yeah, very, very different style of game. This game also had a ton of bugs. Like, for example, there was the infamous Guile handcuff bug. Alright, where Guile could actually break the game and glitch it so the enemy becomes stuck in an animation and invincible, and the whole game would just break, basically. Now, I don't even know who I want to use. In this version, Guile is the best character. But since this is the very first version, I'm thinking I want to go with Ryu or Ken. I think I'm going to go with Ryu. Just go with the classic Ryu. And I can't wait to show you how different this game is. So first of all, this game was incredibly broken with the Dizzy system, as I'm about to show you. Watch this. Let's see if I get it to work. Oh. See that? Not only could you do repeated low shorts that comboed into themselves, it would dizzy, and then you could run up and do it again. It was actually incredibly broken. You just go short, 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 and dizzy your opponent. Also, the jumps in this game are very floaty and odd. Watch how weird they are. Look at the jump. It's like this weird jump arc, right? It's very odd arc. And there really aren't too many traditional combos. There's one or two, like that 2-in-1 low medium kick into the Fierce Punch Fireball. But there aren't a lot of combos, and there are no true reversals in this game, really. You can get a move that'll go through someone else's move, but there's no like wake up reversals or anything like that. Here's the Hurricane Kick is also really floaty. Look at it. It like stays out there a long time. Look. There we go. Toryuken! And yes, this is one of the most infamous stages ever for arcades. Dalsim stage because the elephants are so damn loud. You would walk into an arcade. It didn't matter where you were. You could be at the front door, in the bathroom, playing a game in the other side of the arcade. You would hear the fucking elephants roaring constantly. The whole arcade. Roar, roar. That's all you would hear.
Round 1.
Alright, so here's Chun-Li. Very primitive in this version. She doesn't have a fireball. In fact, she doesn't have a fireball until, hyper fighting. Look at that cheese. So much damage I just did. Typical, fireball zoning strategy there. So this is the China stage, which is basically supposed to be like a Chinese marketplace. Look at Ryu's square jaw in his win pose in this World War. He's like, eh. Eh. Oh. Oh my god. You see that? It didn't even knock down. Dragon Punch didn't even knock down. Yeah, this, again, this is before reversals. So there's no invincibility frame on the Shoryuken where it will, like, hit clean. Instead, it, like, kind of hits and is wonky. It doesn't knock down. Who is Shang Long? Good question. Rick Status in Ryu's windscreen, he says you must defeat Shang Long to stand a chance. It's actually a mistranslation. What it was supposed to say is you must defeat the Dragon Punch or Shoryuken to stand a chance, but they mistranslated it in America to say Shang Long, so people assumed that Shang Long was his master. And that the legend of Shang Long came much later, where people thought there was a secret character in the game called Shang Long that you would have to beat in order to beat the game. Or, like, he would be a secret character. And eventually, Capcom did put in a secret character called Akuma, who was based off the idea of Shang Long. There we go. So this is USSR before USSR became Russia, because the USSR used to be a communist country in the 1980s and 90s until the Great Wall fell. So that's why it still says USSR when you go to Zangief's stage. In fact, in this ending, he dances with Gorbachev. Yeah, he does the Russian dance with Gorbachev, who at that time was the communist leader of the country. I said the Great Wall, I meant to say, not the Great Wall. What do you call it? The, Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall. Mr. Goodigood just cheered, he said, Phil, you'll pay for beating up Chun-Li. Alright, here we go, the first bonus stage ever. Okay. What's weird about this is you have to face down forward in the direction you want to face, because look, you can walk right if you want. It's not like when you're playing the game and by default you face the direction of the character. Look at that, nice. You have to actually hold the direction of the car, or else you face the wrong way. You'll do the moves the opposite way by accident. So that's the very first bonus stage where you beat up a car. Very iconic, right? Why the fuck you're beating up a car? Someone's an asshole. You want to beat up the car, I guess. Alright, Ken. The classic rivalry, Ryu versus Ken.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Oh, my trainer could beat his. Look at the guy on the boat. What the fuck is that? A lot of people hypothesize that guy on the boat right there is actually the guy that turned into Q in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I'm not even kidding. People are like, he has the same trench coat, the same hat, and his face looks like a metal mask. Maybe that's Q. Everyone has like a potato face on that boat. There you go, reactionary Shoryuken. There you go. The pattern Ken, and he read my inputs. So every time I did a move, he was reading my inputs.
Round 3. Fight.
Shoryuken. Oh. See, the Shoryuken doesn't knock down at all. Nice! Shoryuken threw the Hurricane Kick. Very nice. So back then, the game cheated. If you didn't notice, when both Ken and I did a jump kick in the air, we both did roundhouse. his did double damage compared to mine. Just because back then the arcade modes were broken and cheating, and they literally would do double damage to what they should have done. Alright, Honda, the original Honda.
Round 1. Fight.
I think I actually like the original Honda stage better than the modern one, because the more modern one is colored like brightly. I like this one that's dark in the background. He's dizzy, 2 hits. Oh boy. Oh my god, did you see that? I hit him with a Shoryuken, I went for a fireball. He immediately read my input, did 100 hands, and counter hit me and killed me.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow. Wow, dude, everything here is a counter hit. Wow. Every move he's doing is a counter hit. You gotta play the patterns. Can you imagine how hard this shit's gonna be on the hardest difficulty? It's gonna be incredibly tough. Wow! Barely beat him. Haha.
You win. Round 3. Fight.
Wow! And yes, this is what you need to do. If you don't do this, the computer will cheat and beat you every time. It'll read your inputs and literally counter hit you every time you try to do a legit move. It's that broken.
You win.
Alright, very nice. So we're more than halfway through the original 8 cast, but we have to fight the 4 bosses as well. Alright, here we go. Guile. The All-American.
Round 1. Fight.
Look at that! Why did his jumping roundhouse do so much damage? It doesn't even make sense. Oh! Oh my god. Now you saw that? He didn't charge? You saw that, right? He didn't charge at all. But he still got a flash kick. He can do walk up flash kick without charging. Because the game, again, the game cheats, the AI cheats, it has no charge moves.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh my god. I'm dizzy now. Whoa! Air throw! God. Oh, what? Oh my god! He was open from the flash kick. I walked forward, the game cheated and let him throw me even though he was in recovery. Wow.
3. Fight.
Wow, that was lucky. Oh my god! Oh my god, it read my input again! See that? I did 2 low medium punches and I went for a fireball. The game read my input and did a back fist to stuff my fireball. See what I mean? And this is normal difficulty, guys. This is normal difficulty. This is not hard difficulty. This is what the games used to do back in the day. They cheat by far. They read your input and do the move to cheat.
Round 1. Fight.
you go. My perfect. Oh my god, 2 hits! 2 hit dizzy! Oh my god! There we go. Dude, 2 hit dizzy into insane damage. Holy fuck.
Round 2. Fight. Sonic boom.
Oh! That's it. Yes! It feels good to get uppercut into uppercut. Very nice.
Perfect.
So yeah, so the AI is getting cheesier and cheesier. As you can see, it's starting to cheat pretty seriously, which is pretty crazy. Yusuke just cheered. He said, I remember my dad playing this. He did an air flash kick while recovering from an air throw from AI guy. Nobody believes me. He wasn't playing this. It sounds like he was playing Rainbow Edition. Rainbow Edition has aerial special moves, so that was probably Rainbow Edition he was playing. So here's our second bonus stage, which is almost impossible to get a perfect on because some of the barrels randomly won't break for some reason. There you go. $17, not bad. Cool, thanks, Popsicle. He says he added the Ikuma emo. I'll have to check that out later. Blanca!
Round 1.
Now, in this version of the game, if you hit Blanca out of his Blanca ball, unlike most other moves in the game, it deals double counter hit damage. Look at that! Look how much damage I just dealt! You saw that? For some reason, they deemed if you hit the ball, you should get, like, insane damage. I don't know why. I don't understand why they did that, but they did. There it is, look. Insane damage. So that whole round was 2 Dragon Punches during the ball and a Fireball. That's it. It's like 50% damage.
Round 2. Fight.
So this is before the days of Trip Guard as well. If you don't know what Trip Guard means, it means you can jump, and if you land, no one can, like I'm doing there, I'm sweeping him as he lands, and he gets hit for free. He can't block when he lands. There's like a little bit of recovery when you land from a jump. In future Street Fighter games, they implemented it. It's called Trip Guard. You can block when you land from a jump. In this game, you can. So you can zone by throwing fireballs when they jump over, trip them on the way down. They can't do anything about it. Alright, the bosses have emerged. So first we're going to the USA to fight Mike Bison, who's supposed to be Mike Tyson, but they didn't want to pay for the licensing. However, in America, they changed the names around. His name is Balrog, which is actually supposed to be Vega's name. And by the way, this is before he has the low dashing punch. All he has is a straight dashing punch in this one. He actually didn't get the low dashing punch until Super Turbo. Got him. So Golden Nugget, I believe, used to be something really in Vegas. I'm not sure, but Nin Nin Hall is not real. This is supposed to be the Las Vegas Strip, which, by the way, does not look like this in real life. But pretty cool that they tried to implement a real-life place in the game, you know? So the only special move Balrog has in this version is the dash punch. That's it. And of course, this throw, which is incredibly overpowered. However, in this very first version of Street Fighter 2, the bosses are not selectable at all. They're only boss characters you have to challenge and fight to beat the game, but you're not able to play them at all in the actual game. It wasn't until the next version that they became available. Alright, Vega. Vega the Spanish Ninja. Figured that one out. And why does Vega yodel? Everyone always asks this. I have no idea. Why does he yodel and wear Dutch booty shoes? I don't know, because he's Spanish, so why does he wear Dutch shoes? Good question. There we go. Is he gonna keep doing this? I think he is. Wow, he's dizzy. Oh, God. Sure you can, baby.
You win.
Tour you get.
Round 2. Fight.
Alice Telemon just cheered to talk about Ryu's Red Fireball, which you guys might have seen. It did come out earlier. It's actually a graphical glitch. It's not meant to be anything intentional. It's not anything special. It was put into the game by accident. It's just a regular fireball motion, but sometimes the fireball, instead of being blue, is red. It doesn't really do anything special. It's just a little piece of trivia.
Round 3. Fight.
Tossed. And by the way, if you notice, he didn't wall dive. He does wall dive in this game, but he just he doesn't climb off the wall. He climbs the cage, which is why you only fight him on this stage in the game. But for whatever reason, he didn't wall dive at all during our fight. Okay. Bonus stage, and then we got Sagat. So in this stage, you gotta be careful because the flames will actually light you on fire. And the cans will also land on top of you, causing damage and dizzying you. But if you just keep seeing right there, but if you keep sure you can, you're alright. There we go. It's Zangief's stage with the whole background sucked out of it. You're like in the abyss or something. Who knows what this is? Alright. Yeah, if you had the Game Genie when you played these games on Genesis or SNES, you could play as the bosses, but it would glitch the whole game out. It's true. Alright, so God. Oh my God, really? Damn! My Shoryuken did tons of damage. By the way, the palm tree's in the way. I know the palm tree's in the way of the stage. They removed that in later versions because people complained it was blocking the stage. Couldn't see. You see how quick he recovers? His fireball recovers super fast. Oh man. Oh! Shoryuken versus Tiger Uppercut destroys it. So not only did I just give you a scar in the other game, Sagat, now I owned your ass in this one too. Alright. Now it's time for the original big bad boss, M. Bison, or as he was known in this game, Vega. That was how he was supposed to be known as his original name until they changed it. And yes, look how weird he fucking looks. He's all red and shit. In this first game, he looks so different. And he cheats. He fucking cheats like crazy. That was Shoryuken, oops. Oh, man. Yes! Oh, no, my move! Shoryuken through the Psycho Crusher. Shoryuken through the Psycho Crusher. Very nice. In this game, when he does the Psycho Crusher, he charges it for a second before he does it, so he kind of gives it away. And yes, oddly enough, all of his hits in this game make the punch sound effect. Even though he's kicking you, he makes the punch sound effect. No charge scissor kicks. He just gets them out of nowhere. Alright. That was Shoryuken. There we go. Punch the toes. Punch the toes. Oh no! I went for Shoryuken. The game gave me a fireball. No charge scissor kick takes out Ryu. No charge scissor kick. Unbelievable. Alright. Well, we're gonna get him this next time. Holy crap, no charge. There's tons of things I could show you in the competitive play of this game, but that'll just show you when eventually I mess around with it a little more. Shoryuken, there you go. I love how the statue breaks and becomes a bunch of tiny pieces. It's a giant fucking statue. It breaks and turns into a bunch of little pieces. Oh my god. Oh no, look at the damage. Got him. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh boy, no charge. Oh, Shoryuken twice, he's done. Yes! And so Ryu wins. Very nice. Okay, so here we go. Ryu's ending, which is the classic quintessential ending for any Street Fighter game. Here it is. As the award ceremony begins. The crowd can be heard whispering. Where is the champion? Where is Ryu? Where is Ryu? As his admirers chant his name. Where could he be? There he is. He's already seeking the next challenge. That's right. Ceremony means nothing to him. The fight is all. The quintessential ideal world warrior, the man who cares only about the fight, not about the outcome. Game over. That's the very first time that ending ever happened, and it became a meme later on, right? Pretty cool. So that's the original Street Fighter 2. As you see, wow, what a difference between that and Street Fighter 1. Moves that come out intentionally, 2-in-1s, combos, dizzies, throws, a ton of stuff that was added in for the very, very first time ever to any kind of a game, and the first competitive fighting game. Now, admittedly, it's primitive. It didn't have the boss characters unlockable, it didn't have advanced combos, it didn't really have advanced setups and strategies or anything like that, and it was very broken. In fact, a lot of people don't realize this, the game was very unbalanced. Guile, by far, was the best character in the game, because you really couldn't do anything to him. A defensive Guile throwing sonic booms and flash kicks, you couldn't really do anything. He's the best character in the game, really, really strongly. Other characters were very bad, like Blanca, because he does Blanca Ball, if you hit him out of it, does insane damage. He was like one of the worst. So the game was fun to play, but wasn't very balanced, and it would change over the years to become something better. So now we're going to move on to the next iteration, Champion Edition, which I believe, if I remember correctly, came out about a year after the release of the first one, added in the boss characters and some really cheap shit that we're going to explore. So there you go.